So the program over this session will really touch on four things. I will give you an overview of exactly what has happened with ISA 600 and just quickly take you through a lot of the key requirements. Probably the headline on that, though, is that ISA 600 is the latest in the revised ISAs, which has been revised to put it onto a kind of more proper, thorough, risk-based auditing framework, as we've seen in the recent past with things like dealing with going concern, dealing with the audit of accounting estimates, and dealing with the assessment of fraud. The other issue as well is that it does now contain a lot more detailed, explicit guidance. So again, as we've been seeing time and again with the auditing standards, areas that used to be implied, considerations where there was a little bit of room for maneuver in terms of what you should be doing, what you didn't need to be doing. The regulators have now taken the view that no, everything will be spelt out. If you don't think it is needed, if you don't think it is relevant, obviously there could still be that judgment. But it is much harder to then decide, having had something suggested to you in terms of have you thought about doing this? Have you considered this issue? It is very hard then to actually decide, no, we don't need that. We can take that away and there's no risk to our audit. What I'll then do is go through the impact in terms of what these changes might mean, what they will mean for the group auditor. So looking first at the group auditor, and we have got a practical example just to illustrate exactly what that might mean, what it looks like, what is now the new kind of challenge which is being imposed. Having started providing training on this, I did then find in a lot of people I was speaking with, a lot of the questions were coming from them as component auditors, where they were helping the group auditor. And what they were finding is that a lot of the kind of detailed requests they were getting, the whole way that the process was managed was different. And I think a lot of the time they didn't maybe immediately appreciate what had changed, why it had changed, and again, what was acceptable. So I will look in terms of what this means if you are helping the group auditor as the component auditor and what it might actually mean in terms of your work. And we've got some other practical examples, considerations around that point as well, which does seem to cover most of what I've heard so far on this.